those organizations that are going to be able to see this through are going to be the innovators. A lot of people talk about innovation, but you have to think innovatively to get past this hump. But the organizations that get past this are the ones that are just going to be scale tremendously.
I want to finish on I think, other passion areas of yours, basically. I mean, the Maestro mindset is, maybe you could explain in 10 seconds what that is, but then do you see a relationship? Because I think it's about intention and planning and execution without hesitation. How does that maybe relate to the rapidly evolving world of blockchain?
Yeah, the Maestro mindset is really about creating the symphony of your life and choosing, are you going to have a set of, string instruments, percussion, like what does that orchestra look like for you? And it's about exploring different things and creating your tune or vibration in the universe. So, people think I'm quite all over the place, but it's intentional. I love to explore my creativity in different ways and see how I can contribute. Blockchain, I think, as we mentioned earlier, people kind of think about it just in the crypto space. But there is so much use case. There are so much potential for this.
In virtually every industry.
In virtually every industry. So we need more people to understand what this technology is about, learn it, and see how they can apply it in their industry. Because once people understand it, they will understand how beneficial it can be for every single person on this planet. If we use it correctly, if it's regulated in the right way, that's a benefit for all.
And finally, blockchain is seen as, potentially very inclusive, democratic, and very community focused. It's really an industry that is rallying together. I've been to many events, and there really is a community feel that I think is maybe the sign of a relatively new industry with a lot of headwinds. So people are rallying together. From a philanthropic point of view, do you think that creates unique opportunities for Canada in the blockchain space, given, as I said, Canada is non-belligerent, Canada is very active in a passive, pacifist is what I meant to say, way all around the world through so many international organizations, and everything you talked about, our diversity, our philosophy, our culture. Does that present Canada with unique opportunities philanthropically?
I think so, Flo. I think, we're a nation that volunteerism is a big part of our nation. I think we're one of the highest, if not the highest, in terms of volunteering. But my thought, and this is personal to me, perhaps, but we're very much invested in this in terms of how we're setting up our business entities. Is we talk a lot about micro learning and these micro credentialing programs. But if you look at today's world, we're also micro working. We're doing multiple different things, kind of like the Maestro mindset. But someone is volunteering on the weekend, have their kind of day job, but they might do yoga teaching in the afternoon or something like that. So it's micro learning and micro work. But how are you keeping all of that together? And I think these smart contracts really work well for that. How are you keeping these credentials that you're earning as you learn? And we're constantly learning. How are you getting paid as you're doing this micro work with your individual organizations? And throughout all of this is this privacy and security that people are yearning for, right? So blockchain to me, and all the things that are associated with it, crypto as well in terms of the payment exchange. These are all related. This is the way the world is going. Like it or not, we're already here. We need these infrastructures in place so that there's some security and some comfort for us to continue in the way that we are.
The genie is out of the bottle, basically. Yeah. And you
Correct.
A final question for me, given your diversified background, and by this I don't mean just business, but multiculturally and philanthropically, and you do a lot of things. I saw that. I think you're doing a race soon as well, raising money, and
oh yes.
well, and given that, yes, this industry is here, it's now. I agree with you. It's the future. Of course, I'm completely biased on this one, and I see a ton of opportunities for Canada, as you do. But to be fair, according to many analysts, we're still in a so-called crypto winter, and there's a lot of uncertainty around regulation and frankly, a lot of pushback. Even Operation Choke Point 2.0, I think it's how it's called in the US. What would you tell the community of builders in Canadian blockchain about how they should navigate all these headwinds, all this difficulty? The budgets are down right now. There must be a bit of gloom even, and I know there is for some at least. What would you tell them given all your experience?
Persevere, in a word. Those organizations that are going to be able to see this through are going to be the innovators. A lot of people talk about innovation, but you have to think innovatively to get past this hump. But the organizations that get past this are the ones that are just going to be scaled tremendously. Everyone's going to be excited when we get back into this bull market. But the people that saw this through are more seasoned, are stronger, and will have built the foundations that will just scale them up much more quickly. But it is about perseverance at the end of the day. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be quite challenging. But it is thinking about how you can pivot and move around this environment, because the people that will get through it will last a lifetime. So that would be my advice to people that are in this space today.
Yeah, and I would add, keep building, kind of utility-driven, projects. And of course, a huge thank you to all of you for watching. If you enjoyed the interview and you like what we do, support our mission to educate, inform, and inspire Canadians and others about the blockchain revolution. Make sure to give us a like, share your comments for me or for Muraly, and subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching this video. Again, Muraly, thank you very much. Thanks everyone for watching. Until the next time.